Hi guys, so today I am here with the lovely Elena J. Engel and we are going to talk about names, obviously. This name video is going to be a little bit different and we're talking about names that are a little bit out there but definitely fit in with a current pop culture trend, which is Pokemon names. Obviously, Pokemon Go has taken the entire world by storm. And so we were thinking, well, you know, there are so many names from the Pokemon, anime series and the Pokemon games that there's got to be some names in there that are usable, attractive, interesting. There are some really, really interesting names. We tried to find names that were attractive, and we also tried to choose, when we were choosing the names for the Pokemons, we tried to choose Pokemons that were cute as well.
Yeah.
We tried to choose like the really creepy Pokemons. Names we tried to choose ones that fit into current name trends that sounded like they could maybe be variants of real names as well. There are hundreds of Pokemon, so if you want a very cool, unique name, I would definitely consider going and looking at names of Pokemon as a resource, but one thing I would avoid would be naming your child like Pikachu or Charmander, or a name that is very, very recognizable as a Pokemon, no matter how avid of a fan you are of Pokemon. So we're going to talk about some boy Pokemon names first. And the first one we're talking about is ONIX. A lot of you might be familiar with this if you are at all familiar with Pokemon. ONIX is a rock snake Pokemon. He is Pokemon number 95. He is one of the original Pokemon. When I was little, I used to have a poster of all the original Pokemon in my room, and so ONIX is one of the original ones. He was Brock's Pokemon in the TV show, which is why he is so recognizable. And when you spell this name with a Y, it is also a gemstone name, so that could be a cool name as well.
Yeah, I kind of have a crush on the gemstone spelling of it right now, so I definitely would love to see someone use either of these spellings. So the next male Pokemon name we have is RHYDON, and it is a Pokemon that evolves from Rhyhorn. It is one of the original Pokemon, and it is number 112. Amelia is currently majorly crushing on, just flat out in love with the name RHYDON, which is spelled R-H-Y-D-I-A-N. So this name definitely has some similarities to that, which is why we both like it. Also, the name Ryder is rising quickly in popularity for boys, and I think someone who loves Ryder might also love the sound and look of RHYDON as well.
The next Pokemon name we have for boys is Umbreon. Umbreon is a moonlight Pokemon, kind of cool, and it evolves from EVIE. There are quite a few different Pokemon that evolve from EVIE, but I chose this one to put on the list. Umbreon is number 197. I have a huge crush on the name Umber right now, so I thought Umbreon might be a cool choice. And it ends in that N sound that is so popular for names.
Definitely. Our next one is RAIKOU. I think this name is super, super adorable. It is an electric type Pokemon from the legendary Pokemon. It is number 243. I definitely think this could work as a Ryan alternative, which has been extremely popular in the US for several decades now. And yeah, for some reason I just find that sound super adorable.
The next Pokemon we have is ARON. ARON is an iron armor Pokemon, and obviously this name sounds like Aaron, the biblical name. It could be an alternative to that, and it is number 304.
The next Pokemon is Luxio. It is a Spark Pokemon, number 404, and it evolves from the Shinx Pokemon. I just think this name sounds super cool, but it's also phonetic and is short and easy. It's just 5 letters long. Lux would be a super, super cool nickname option for that.
The next name we have is FINNEON. FINNEON is a winged fish Pokemon and is known as the Beautifly of the Sea. I had to put that in there. I thought that was really cool. It's number 556 in the Pokemon numbers. And I love this because it's another Finn name, and people love Finn names like Finley and Finnekin and all of those Finn names, and this is something that could be an alternative to that, as well as a way to use a Pokemon name as a baby name.
And the last male Pokemon name we have is FENNEKIN. This is a fox Pokemon and it's number 653. So once again, this could also go by Finn as a nickname. It would fit in well with all those Finn names.
This is probably my favorite name on this list. I just think it is so interesting sounding. I think you'd get a lot of, oh, that's such a cool name if you use this for your child. So now on to the girl Pokemon names. Obviously, we put EVIE on this list. EVIE is an evolution Pokemon. She was number 133. I think when people think back to their childhoods and Pokemon, a lot of people think of EVIE. When spelled EVIE, this name can be a nickname for names like Evelyn or Evangeline. So if you want to use a more usable spelling, you could also spell it that way.
Our next girl Pokemon name is CORSOLA. This is a coral Pokemon and she is number 222. And obviously Cora or Coral would work as nickname options, or maybe even Cory. And I just think it's very feminine and cool sounding. It fits in well with other similar names, but is obviously extremely uncommon and of course has that cool Pokemon association with it.
The next name we have on this list is ALTARIA. I feel like if you wanted to use this name, you could use it as an alternative for Aria and pronounce it ALTARIA. ALTARIA is number 334 and she is a humming Pokemon.
Our next name, it doesn't even sound like a Pokemon character name, but it is, and that is ROSALIA. It's the 315th Pokemon. It is a thorn Pokemon that's super cute, and it sounds really similar to the feminine name Rosalia. I think those are both absolutely beautiful, and Rosalia is a Latin variant of the name Rose. Obviously, if you were to use the Pokemon name Rosalia, it could honor a rose as well. I know there are a lot of people that have Rose as a middle name in their families.
The next name might be my favorite on this list, and that is CRESSELIA. CRESSELIA is a psychic type legendary lunar Pokemon. Really cool. She's number 488. This would make a really cool girl's name because it sounds more like a combination of Cressida and any name that ends in ELIA. And it sounds more like that than it does the name of a Pokemon. There are also tons of really cute nicknames you could get from this, like Cress, Cressa, Cressy, and then Ella, any L nickname. So those are just a few nicknames you could get from CRESSELIA.
Our next girl name is ZORUA. This is a tricky fox Pokemon.
I love that, a tricky fox.
Yeah. And she is number 570. This name, it sounds a little futuristic for sure, but it also sounds like the names Zora and Zara, which are both rising in popularity and are both names that I actually personally adore. And yeah, I think ZORUA is super adorable.
The next name we have is AMAURA. AMAURA looks a lot like the French word for love, amour. This is number 698 for Pokemon. She is a tundra Pokemon. You could probably assume that this name does mean love because it is so similar from the French word amour. It does look a lot like Laura, so it probably wouldn't be that hard for people to pronounce or spell either.
And the last female Pokemon name we have for this video is LUNALA. LUNALA is a new Pokemon just released in the summer of 2016 this year. And obviously this would make an interesting alternative to Luna, which is growing very quickly in popularity in the US. And it is definitely a moon Pokemon, and Luna obviously means moon, so LUNALA probably would as well.
So make sure you go and check out our second Pokemon video on Elena's channel, where we will be talking about names of human characters from the Pokemon universe. Let us know in the comments below what your favorite Pokemon or your favorite Pokemon names are. Thank you so much for watching, and we will talk to you later.
Bye!